Hey guys, Zabuza here, bringing you your little cut battle for today with my first generation team. Looking at my opponent's team, it looks really balanced. I mean, most teams nowadays I'm seeing are shipped from serious, like, all teams threatless Pokemon to just a couple, kind of like how I'm doing it, just a couple threatless Pokemon and the rest of them average Joes. So, let's get to this battle. My opponent today is lijero13ss. He's going to start off with his Wailmer, as I'm going to send out my hero Ryla. Now, looking at his team, I'm thinking that I am going to want to get Stealth Rocks up, but he accurately predicts this and goes into Wailmer, goes for the Water Spout, which I predict, go into my Croissant, and I expect him to go into something that'll take the Spore, so I actually go for the Stun Spore instead. So here, I'm going to switch out, thinking that the best thing to take on this Mischievous would be my Tentacle, considering it is specially defensive, and it's got some good physical bulk, which would come in handy if for some reason he decides to switch into a physical attacker. Anywho, next turn, going to go for the knock off the Eviolite, and he's going to get paralyzed. Gotta tell you, this is the worst case of Parahacks I've ever seen. I mean, he gets paralyzed like 3 or 4 times in a row, and there's like 1 in 64 chance of that happening. Anywho, he sends out his Trico next and goes for the Swords Dance, and I'm just going to go for the knockoff, and yeah, knock off of the Life Orb. So he's going to go for Bullet Seed next, and I'm seeing that it's not really doing that much to me, so I'm just going to go for the Scald, and it's going to do not that much. So I'm going to go into my Propane, my Ponyta. However, he predicts this and goes for the Rock Slide, and I'm like, no, no, no! Ah, crud. Because this was one of the only things I had to take out his Bronzor. Anywho, I switch into Hero Ryla, but I completely forgot that this thing has got Bullet Seed. I mean, I thought I might be able to outspeed and go for a Stone Edge, but that's not the case. I switch to my Houdini and manage to scare him out and go for Psychic. He switches into his Bronzor, which I've been waiting for. And here, I'm going to switch into my Perfect Name Chop. And here is finally when the name Fake Out takes effect. He goes for Toxics now. Now he doesn't know that I'm Toxic Orbed. So now I can go for a close combat, and it's going to do a crud of damage. And I mean just a ton. So he switches into Alkid, and I don't want to take anything when my defenses are down. So I'm going to go into my True Jelly, knowing it can pretty much tank anything. And it can pretty much be fodder at this point. So Thunderbolt's going to take him out, and I'm going to switch into my Croissant as he goes for a Substitute and accurately predicts my Stun Spore, because I don't want to reveal that I have Spore yet. He goes for Hidden Power, and I'm like, no, please don't let it be Hidden Power Fire, and thankfully it's not. Looks like it might be Hidden Power Ice. So I go for Bug Bite, break the sub, and here I should have predicted, I really should have predicted he'd just go for another Hidden Power and gone for the Spore. But that's not the case. I just go for another Bug Bite, wanting to take it out, and yeah. So down goes my Croissant, and it didn't get to do much. I mean, it hit one of its Stun Spores, which is good. Anywho, I switch to my Perfect Aim, go for a Bullet Punch, and unfortunately it's not enough to take it out thanks to the fact that Alkid resists it. And I'm just going to go for another Bullet Punch next turn to take it out, and at this point I'm thinking, okay, I'm pretty much screwed. Because he's going to send out his Trico, and here I don't go for the Bullet Punch on the off chance that he wants to just try and set up on me. Well, I don't know. I just go for it. And next turn, send out Abra, go for Psychic, and here I should have done with my first Instinct, because I thought, you know, maybe Protect, see what it's going to do. But no, I decided, screw it, I just want to go for the Hidden Power, because this actually happened late at night and I wanted to get it over with. And he goes through the Explosion. If I had just gone for Protect, I would have still had my Sash, which means I could have taken out his Wailmer. He sends it out, he goes for Ice Beam, I knew it was Scarf, and down goes Abra. That is the end of the game. Thanks for that battle, lijero13ss. Okay, so let's get straight to the talk of the day. Today's talk of the day, I'd like to talk about overconfidence. During this battle, I actually had a huge case of it, and I gotta admit, I got cocky. And I really messed up big time, because I was making misplays here and there, because he told me it was his first little cut battle, and I've had so many people tell me that, it's like, okay, maybe I should go easy on them and not use Abra. But no. That was a huge mistake on my part, underestimating my opponent, and it came back to bite me in the butt big time. So I gotta say, when you guys play your opponents, play them seriously, even if it's their first time. Don't think that they're not just as good as you just because it's their first battle. So yeah, I learned that, again, the hard way, and I regret it. So that's it for today's battle. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Comment, rate, subscribe, and challenge.